What's up, DOT community? This is GamingJAEGER here, bringing you another video. This one is an all-new segment that I'd love to get started with you all. I'm going to start out with this very first video I received today, and this is now going to be dubbed the Sub Showcase. In other words, this is submitted video by a subscriber of the channel, and I wanted to just share some information that is constantly being talked about in the DOT community. Hopefully maybe shed a little bit of insight into just kind of hearsay of things that are out there, information we may or may not have, and just kind of talk about it and hopefully get a lot of your feedback back in the comments below this video. So, one, to start out, if you're not already, make sure you subscribe. Number two, make sure you like any of these videos. I always appreciate that. It gives me some good feedback so I know what I need to continue to create for you guys. And especially with this new feature, let me know what you think. Again, this is going to be called the Sub Showcase. In other words, if you are a subscriber and you have a video of some DOT content that you would love to share with the community, feel free to send it my way, and I'll let you know how you can contact me at the end of the video. Getting started with this very first Sub Showcase is all about Relic pulls during events. And of course, since we have the Masked in Flames event going on right now, what better time to kind of talk about it? And of course, being the video that was being sent in. What you're going to see in this video is $100 worth of Relic pulls, just so we can kind of talk about what are the chances, what are you looking at when you're going after these relics. And it's important to kind of know that this, of course, is just one player's perspective, which is why I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments below. So looking at this Masked in Flames event, we've got these, of course, this iconic image here of the molten bands. Now, these, of course, give you 8 uses. When looking at it, the goal behind this, of course, is to equip it to your Titan and increase the boost of souls that you get. The number one thing I love to remind people about is that these relic boosts do not buy you souls. Don't think of it that way. Think of the fact that these relic boosts for souls buy you time. You basically have 2 options when you're going into an event. You're either going to do the time and grind, and you're going to do it 10, 11, 12, 13 souls at a time, whatever those current boosts for Titans might be. Or you're going to go ahead and do a cash and carry out, right? You're going to go ahead and invest the cash into it. You're going to carry out that Titan that you got, and it's not going to take you that long. Literally, players that will get this done in a matter of minutes, not even hours, but minutes after an event goes live. So you've got to basically choose your style. Going into it, the number one thing to really think about is don't go in anticipating to win top boost relics. That's just something you can't look at. It's like walking into a casino, and I hate to make the analogy, but honestly, just what it is, because there's an element of chance to it. It's like walking into a casino and expecting to win when you walk out. You've got to go in being willing to say, hey, you know what? I'm totally down for playing with this. This is what my budget might be, and this is what I'm going to go in for. If you think of it that way, then you get to look at getting these boosts, these relic boosts, as what are your odds? What are the chances of what you might pull? So again, you're going to see $100 worth of pulls in this video from a subscriber submitted video, again, Sub Showcase. What we're looking at, and I'll give you the whole rundown as they kind of pull, but to think about these odds that you have, and what we kind of hear through the community is a little bit of this. This is what we're thinking about, is that 4 stars have about a 0.005 odd of being pulled. That's not necessarily a 5%. That's 5/1000ths of an odds to go ahead and pull it. And this might even go up as high as 0.02 for an odd of pulling that, which means that you're working with less than 2%. So keep that in mind. So as we're looking at these pulls, we actually, through $100, and I'll let you know right up the gate, we will not see a single 4-star in $100 spent. In fact, the majority of it is actually 1 stars. Then we go to the next tier of primarily 2 stars and then 3 stars. And you'll notice that through this video, there's a couple of pockets where we hit double relics. And it even kind of breaks a little bit of my mentality that I had around it, was that I always assumed, you know, hey, if you pulled this within seconds of each other, you would probably go ahead and get, you know, a 3-star, 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 3-star if you kept pulling. And some people say, you know, hey, go out of the, you know, the relic pull and come back into it and pull again, and you might have a better chance. But after watching this almost solid 6 minutes of nothing but relic pulls, it honestly is just a matter of odds. Walking into the casino, and what are your odds of sitting at that machine that is now currently programmed to win, right? Because it's a computer telling it when is it going to rotate through, which of course means that there's someone on the other side of this programming what these odds might be. Now, there's also a good possibility that these odds can fluctuate based on events that are going on. What are the soul counts? You know, honestly, what is the demand for this Titan? And will these boosts maybe be fluctuated up or down? That's something to just kind of think about when we look at this. So looking at this, again, if we look at these total odds that, some people have kind of calculated as they kind of go through it, and figures that have kind of been provided for the community, we're looking at these 4 stars by calculations run anywhere from about 0.5%. Okay, so 0.5%, not even 1 full percent, all the way up to maybe 2% at max during some nice peak seasons of when it's hot. We're looking at 3 stars might fall around, give or take, about 20% or so. In this one here, calculating how many 3 stars there were, we actually get only 15% of the pulls during this $100 was 3 stars. If we compare it to the 2 stars that are pulled, it's about a 30% odd that were pulled during this Relic spending spree to get a 2 star. The 1 stars made up 54% of the pulls of this. So again, looking at this, you've got to realize going into these Relic pulls, don't go in being like, I need to get that 4 star and I need that 3 star. Because when you're looking at these boosts, the 1 stars, the 2 stars, they do not equal the value of what you could have gotten in souls had you invested those gems into portal stones and did the grind. What they did save you was time. Do you have hours in a day, 3-4 days in a row to actually do the grind to earn this? Or do you need to speed things along because you want it? That's what these Relic boosts do, is they speed the process along. They don't necessarily give you the exact value of gems per souls when you're looking at comparing it during the grind way. So in total, as this video kind of keeps rolling through and you kind of get a chance to check some of these out, and again, you might have noticed while watching and I'm talking here that there were pockets of 3 stars, pockets of 2 stars. We're in a pocket of 1 stars right now. So, there's definitely maybe a little bit of repetition to it, but we've also seen right here in this video that sometimes it goes 2 star, 3 star, 1 star, and it fluctuates up and down. Again, it's a matter of odds, and are these odds in your favor or not is just something that, honestly, it truly comes down to just the programming and what are the odds that are programmed into it, maybe for that specific odd, for that number of days, for that specific Titan. Can those things fluctuate? What's your experience? Because in this $100, as I already mentioned, not a single 4 star was pulled. So the odds were definitely not in the favor of this subscriber submission. Now with that, I've also seen in some chats that some players have actually pulled 2 4 stars, almost back to back. A couple events, people are saying, hey, they're pulling 3, 4, 5 3 stars back to back. Again, this is where I would love to get the viewer content. Let me know in the comments below, what are your odds like? When you calculate them and see them, are you seeing something that falls similar to this? If we look at this video here, we're looking at a 54% out of what is 33 pulls. Okay, so that comes out to 18 pulls out of 33 are 1 stars, or 54%. Out of 33 pulls, 10 of those were 2 stars, or 30% of them. Out of 33 pulls, 5 of them were 3 stars, or 15%. And then we have 4 stars, which got nothing. So in other words, we have less than a 1% odd to pull this, which comes out to what those calculations were a little mentioned earlier. Let me know what you think. Again, in the comments down below, I'd love to hear it. And also, if you have a video of any kind of DOT content that you would love to share, whether it be about information about the game or even just some gameplay and some strategy that you have, feel free to let me know. I'd love to take this new concept and this new segment throughout the year, again, calling it the sub showcase, right? So hopefully you're a subscriber of the channel. That's the way you'll get it featured if you want to send it over. Now, how do you get in hold of me? You can contact me, again, being GamingJAEGER on Twitter, at Jaeger the Gamer. You can hit me up on a line, which my ID is currently DOT Fandrill from my old name. Again, that was all changed over because of gamertag stuff, all that blah, blah, blah. Or you can even hit me up on Band, find me on there as GamingJAEGER. So let me know what you guys think. Again, send me in any submissions and sub to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching this one here. Again, I am GamingJAEGER, and I'm out.